Good day, everybody. This is Michael Liberis from JurisQ.com, where we bring you different attorneys from different practice areas from various states. And today, we welcome back Stephen Zielinski. Stephen, welcome back.
Hello there. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm
Stephen
fine.
is a personal injury attorney in the law office of Herbert Warrens in New Jersey. And today, we're going to talk about pedestrian injuries in New Jersey. Stephen, can you shed some light on what types of injuries have you seen? What do you have to prove to recover? What could be some possible amounts you can recover and so on? Give us some general overview, please. Thank you.
Pedestrian injuries, Michael, are pretty severe sometimes because most of the time they occur when a motor vehicle, a car or a truck, strikes a pedestrian in the street or on the sidewalk.
Right.
And as you can imagine, when a truck hits you and you're a pedestrian, you have no protection. So you get thrown to the ground most of the time, depending on the circumstances of the accident. And we've had a number of cases where people have been walking across the street in a crosswalk and have gotten injured by a driver who's not paying attention. And then what happens is the car generally, if they're hitting them straight on, they'll hit them in the knees or the back, which is a very severe injury, and they get thrown to the ground. And then the question comes in: who's at fault for the accident? That's a big determining factor. If you have witnesses at the scene, it's always important to note who they are and get their names and addresses. Usually, the police who come out to a scene like that will get that information, but you can't count on that all the time. So if you have a companion with you or someone, it's a good idea to talk to the people and find out who they are and take down their names and phone number, the contact information, because that becomes very crucial to determine how the accident happened. And naturally, when the police arrive, usually they do, someone called the police. They get there and they call an ambulance if it's a serious injury, or if it's not a serious injury, they'll interview the person that got hit by the car, and they'll find out what the nature of the injuries are. And a lot of the times the injuries are pretty severe, so they're going to have to take them by ambulance to the nearest ambulance facility. And that's basically the type of accident where you get involved with a motor vehicle. Right. The other type of accidents where you have a pedestrian are on property that is owned by someone, and it's a pedestrian is walking along the sidewalk or entranceway to a store, and it's snowing out or raining out, or there's snow on the ground, and they slip and fall. That's another type of pedestrian injury that is very difficult to prove sometimes, unless you show who is responsible, and that necessitates going in and getting all the details. In either type of injury like that, photographs are very important. So if you have a camera, if you have a cell phone, pictures of what happened by you, it's going to be difficult if you're on the ground, but if someone else has a camera, they could take pictures of the location, and that will document where the accident happened and where you, as a pedestrian, were thrown to the ground.
Of course.
Once that happens, it's very important to contact an attorney, because these issues are very, very frequently raised by the insurance company for the motor vehicle owner or from the property owner. So the lawyer knows how to get, especially a personal injury lawyer, because we specialize in personal injury cases. We don't do any real estate transactions and right. Other type of law. So it's important to know to contact an attorney, to retain an attorney, and to speak with the office staff. They will give you good instructions, directions. And right. If you don't have your own doctors, they can refer you to a doctor for treatment. That's the type of stuff that necessitates a personal injury claim for a pedestrian. And then naturally, we try to settle the case with the insurance company. If we can't, we take it to court, and we'll let a jury determine how the accident happened, who was at fault, and the nature and extent of injuries, and how much you can recover from a fall down, such as a slip and fall or a motor vehicle accident.
Right.
Basically, that's the brunt of it.
Mhm. Steven, thank you so much for a great overview of pedestrian injuries in the state of New Jersey. You said some very sound advice, which is gather evidence and then bring it to an attorney as soon as possible, because evidence could get lost, people's memories could be faulty. So it's very important to right away, after you are injured, after calling 911, of course, getting medical treatment, go to an attorney and get proper legal advice and proper legal representation. And of course, today we're giving you a very general overview. If you have any specific questions about what happened to you, about your incident, your accident, you want to get an attorney, get free legal consultation, the phone number of the law office of Herbert Lawrence is on the bottom of the screen. Please do not hesitate to call. Thank you, Stephen. And we're going to bring you back shortly. And we're going to talk about a very common injury in auto accidents, herniated disc. What is it? How do you recover compensation for it? And what kind of compensation? Thank you. We'll see you soon.